Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today we are staying in a new hotel. Quite literally, it is a brand new hotel, but we are back in Southern California, but this time we're in Arcadia again, but we're across the street from the Lake Meridian where we stayed at last summer. So let's go take a look around. Here we are in the entryway, and as you can see, we do have some lights up overhead. We do not have a whole lot of storage space because really it's just the door. But as we continue forward, we do have our first closet. Within the closet, you're gonna find extra sheets, hangers, hanging space, your luggage rack, your steamer, and then like a little drawer over here, which I can only assume is for shoes because it's a little bit low for it to be actually functional for clothes. Moving forward just a little bit, we do have our huge full-length mirror here. This is actually a very nice mirror. I actually enjoy this mirror quite a bit. And then over here to my right, your left, is the bathroom. Now the bathroom has these executive style doors, I guess you could say. They don't really do much. You can lock it, but it's not really like anything super cray. We are in the bathroom, and I will say that this bathroom is quite spacious. However, the shower is not as functional as I would like it to be. As you can see, our home toiletries are kind of scattered on the floor and wherever we can shove them because there isn't any shelf space within the shower itself. That was a little bit upsetting, but we're making do. Over here, it has enough space to be a double vanity, but it is not a double vanity as you can see. But we do have plenty of space to spread out. We do have some storage space down here as well as drawer space if you're someone who likes to unpack into the drawers. And then it does look like at one point in time they might have gone with a bidet, but they do have plugs over here. So if they do want to convert these over to bidets, I think that would be a great addition. And again, going back to some storage space, these are the only two hangers to hang your towels on, so keep that in mind. But overall, I will say the bathroom is quite spacious. It does have good lighting in here, and the shower has some safety features that you have to like push a little button in order to get hotter water than what it will typically give you. But outside of that, overall, the bathroom's been pretty good. Next up, let's go take a look at the living space. This is kind of the middle space. As you can see, the door for the bathroom is right here behind me. We do have more mirrors to help reflect the natural light that this room does get. This is like the little mini bar station, as I would call it. On this side, we've got some drawers for some storage. Not deep drawers, but you do have some space. And then on the other side, you will find the mini fridge. It's not huge, but it does work for our purposes, which is mostly medication. And a couple of snacks are in there as well. Moving a bit more forward, we actually changed from tile to carpet. And I have to say the carpet in this room is very plush. And I think it's because it's a new hotel. But that was one of the first things we noticed when we checked into this room is that the carpet definitely has some bounce to it and feels really plush. We did have them clean the room today, however, they did not vacuum the floor. Now, over at the bed, we do have a bench right here for some extra storage. We did get some extra pillows, and of course, my favorite is when you get king-size pillows for king-size bed. To me, that means you pay attention to detail. We have matching side tables on both sides of the bed, and the USB ports are actually hidden down on the inside of them, as well as like an actual plug. So if you do stay at this hotel and you can't find your USB or your plugs on your bedside, just look on the inside of the table. It's kind of an interesting design choice, but they do match on both sides with matching lamps as well. And then coming over to the back side of the wall over here, you do have extra drawer space underneath this. So they did try to be a little bit more functional with the space. However, I don't know that I would use this space. It is nice that it is here. You do have this long kind of table workspace. There's not really an actual office workspace, which seems kind of interesting because there are a few hospitals and a lot of businesses around here. So you would think you would want like a work space. They will bring you up a office chair if you request it, but unfortunately all you have to work with is the tuck chair of the day. And it matches sort of the carpet, I guess you could say. There is this tiny little side table over here, which I have decided to use as my dresser space. And then we do have some more lighting here, and then there is some more lighting over the bed. But overall, this is the sleep space. It does get decently cool in here, and we do get a lot of natural light. We are in a room that is a Racetrack View room. So we do get a lot of the light as the sun is setting for the day. And I will say the blackout curtains do a great job of blocking out the sunlight. However, I will highly suggest that you do the hanger method, which is where you take one of the hangers from the closet and clip together the two pieces, so that way you don't get any light leakage between the two curtains. But it does an excellent job of blacking out the light, because there's been a few mornings that I'm like, oh, it must just be really overcast outside. And as soon as I start to peel back the curtains, I'm like, oh my God, it is very bright outside. So I will give them kudos for that. That is actually, I appreciate that a lot. Next up, let's go take a look at the rest of the hotel.
Start out with the view. So this is what the view, I guess it's a derby view, racetrack view. Yeah, it's pretty far away. You can see it, but I mean, if they were racing, you'd have no idea who was in the lead. It's a nice shot, though. I do like the green space there with the park. And apparently they're having a 5K next weekend. Another thing I'd like to note as Nacy's playing with her phone is one thing we talked about off camera that she didn't really say during the walkthrough is this seems like just a bunch of wasted space. This hallway is just a lot of space. You can't really store much in it. And as you can see, I'm kind of hiding my suitcase behind the door because there's no other real place to put it. It's just not practical. We talk about this a lot when we do Hiltons. It's definitely looks over function is how they build the Hiltons.
Yeah. But I would like to say that the bed has been extremely comfortable.
Yeah, the bed has been comfortable.
And I don't know if it's because of the actual mattress that they used, or if it's because it's new, or is it a combination of the two, or were we just sleeping on which we do know, we were sleeping on a terrible mattress at the last hotel.
Yeah.
However, I will say the Residence Inn that we stay at in Santa Clarita, the bed is typically better than the bed at the Home Suites in Montebello, because that one is just straight up like sleeping on cement floors. But this bed feels very plush, it's very comfortable, and the pillows are comfortable. So I'm actually going to be sad in a couple of days and we have to say bye-bye to it and then go back to Santa Clarita. But this bed has definitely been fantastic.
The only real issue we've had here is because it's so new, the staff doesn't really know what's going on. And they say there's a concierge lounge that no longer exists anymore. And it just opened, so it must have never existed.
This hotel's only been open since January, so it's only been open for a few months.
Yeah, we're literally 3 months in. Mm-hmm. So, but let's go take a look at the rest of the hotel. If you're visiting in your diamond from 5 to 7, they have a diamond hour. And then here's some of the amenities you get. There's a rooftop bar, there's a restaurant sort of in the lobby area, then there's another lobby bar. You got room service, and then there's an outdoor heated pool and a fitness center. Let's go find them. Here's what the hallways look like. I know it kind of looks gray on the camera, but it's more of a bluish hallway. It's definitely, yeah, it's like a navy blue. It's definitely dark in the hallways, but the carpet is very fluffy because it's new. I like it. I like it a lot.
It smells nice.
It does have an interesting smell. And then here's where the ice machine should be. And there's nothing there. Just now. There's the 1970 restaurant. There's the lobby bar. There's the check-in counter. There's where you come in for the entrance. There's where the Ducati was that we saw earlier. And we got the lounge over here. So Nacy said something off camera. I'll have her repeat in a second. But here is the old executive lounge. You can see it still has some of the food and stuff. Now it's just a business suite. So if you want to use it, you just ask them. They'll add you to the key and come in here. So what is it now?
We've never stayed at a Hilton that had an active executive lounge.
Yep.
They're either under refurb or they no longer go with that concept.
Yeah, that's what they said at this one. They're no longer going with the concept. And Nacy was saying off camera that she thinks that this is probably where they have the after hours thing for like an hour in the evening. I'm guessing that's what it is. If you weave back the hallways on the first floor, you'll get to the fitness center. Let's check it out. Pretty big room. You got some free weights over here, some towels with some waters, some chilled waters, nice. You got the machine over there, a row machine. You got 4 treadmills, 2 ellipticals, 2 Pelotons. Oh, breaking the bank. That's what they did to get rid of the executive lounge, y'all. And they got 2 benches, dumbbells, and some band work. It's a pretty nice size. There's Nacy. It's a pretty nice size gym, honestly. Pretty good size for the hotel. Let's see her do her work. Put her on the spot. Heading out to the pool. Got 2 bathrooms on both sides, and then to the right here is the pool. The pool is right in front of the gym. Here's the gym right here. Shower. There's the row machine. And here's the pool. It is heated, so that does sound nice. We might actually come back and spend a little time in the pool during this trip. That's what we're looking at. 4th floor just opens right into the... Oh, okay. Here is the Hippico bar. It opens at 4. We might come back up here and check it out, but that's it. It's basically the whole 4th. That's the whole 4th floor. Well, that concludes our stay here at the Pasadena Hilton.
It overall...
That's Arcadia. I'm sorry, it's the Arcadia Hilton.
Yeah. Overall, I had high hopes for the hotel, and it just did not pan out. So it was supposed to have a concierge level room, did not have that. Weirdly enough, the pool said that it was heated. It was not. It also mentioned that they had a way for you to like order drinks and food at the pool. That was not true.
They were redoing the top bar when we left, so I don't know what state that's in. I don't know if it'll be open for a while again. But even when we were there at max, there was like 2 or 3 people in the lobby. There was a ton of staff, but only 2 or 3 extra people. So I don't know how long those restaurants and stuff are going to last, because it doesn't seem like people like to go there. And we didn't bother trying because it just didn't seem that good, honestly.
The other strange thing was the housekeeping in the room. So I don't remember us not really having a clean room at the beginning of the week, but towards the end, the last 2 days that housekeeping came, it was really strange and weird.
So every time they came, they wouldn't vacuum, they wouldn't mop. And you see there's the tile leading up to it, and then they have the carpet, and they just don't vacuum or mop, so they leave that. We were lucky if they would take the trash with them. The last day we were there, we found their badge on the floor, and the whole room was like...
disheveled.
Someone got like jumped inside of it. It's the best way I could describe it. It was really weird. And we were just like, whatever, we're leaving tomorrow, so it doesn't really bother us. But they just didn't clean. They just didn't clean. They weren't maintaining it. And it just doesn't seem like when we talked to the front desk, they're always like, oh, we're going in a different direction or whatever. And it's like, they just don't feel urgency. They're not polite. And the website lies to you. So that to me is a huge red flag. I would not recommend this. The La Meridian across the street was a solid stay. We went there. It had its issues. Check down the show notes, but it was a good stay.
Yeah, I think overall, like I said, we had high hopes. It kind of missed. The only thing that I genuinely, truly enjoyed was the bed.
Yeah, the bed was comfortable. It was a comfortable night's sleep with the bed. But that's kind of it. And I wouldn't trust it. It's going to go downhill fast. So just because you can tell by the maintenance that it's...
Go at your own risk.
Yeah, go at your own risk.
So if you guys made it this far in the video, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Make sure to hit that subscribe button.
And ring that notification bell so you get notified when we do at least 3 videos a week.
And we will come and get you all for the next one.
Ain't that the truth, Baby Ruth?
Bye, everybody.
Bye. We just wanted to take a moment to thank you guys for watching this video. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, would you please consider hitting that subscribe button, as it helps us reach a wider audience and helps our channel grow even further. To those of you who are already subscribed to the channel, we just wanted to say a huge thank you for always being there and supporting our channel. We cannot wait to take you guys on our next adventure, so we'll see you guys in the next one.